Hi there, Sandra here from createinspain. Today is going to be a very short video. I recently did some designs in that I've done a greenhouse design with a couple of variations, and I decided to do a version with an arched roof. Now the idea of these is that they are pop-ups for cards that span the center fold of your card. Now if you want to know how to actually put it in the card so that it works, you will have to watch the other video, which I will link, and you can see how that is done. Now this is cut in three different pieces, if you count the decor bits. This particular one is really easy to do, except for one thing. There should be a score line going up the centre of that back. Now I have not put it in the file because I don't think it's a good idea to actually put it in with a blade, with a ScanNCut or anything else. I think it is more likely that you're going to end up breaking it. So I would suggest use a ruler, take it to the centre, sharp craft knife with a very light touch. You are literally scoring this, so no pressure. When you've scored it, take something underneath and press it against the ruler hard. And that will enable you to be able to fold it in half, which is what you're going to need to do if you want it to pop up. If you don't want it to pop up, if you just want to put it on display, then don't bother scoring it, you won't need to. But if you want it to pop up, you'll have to do that. So the only thing you have to do with this is to put the roof together. There is, I think I've got one here. Oh, I've got another prototype here. I decided against this one. There are 3 score lines in the centre, so you fold it in the centre, and then you fold the other score lines in the other way, like so. And the only bit of gluing that you really want to do is put a little bit of glue down in the centre there, that valley, and stick it together. When you've done that, you want to roll it around something like this pen, like that, to give it a bit of curve. It just gently manipulates the paper fibres so that you get a curve in it. It won't be naturally flat. When you've done that, there are a couple of different varieties of decor panels within the file. This one I didn't like because it was too thick, so I've made it a bit narrower. And then there's another one which is more of a scalloped edge, but because of that it's in 2 pieces, so you just stick one either side. So it's not difficult to do. And then to construct it, all you do, if you get the right one, slot that tab into there, and the other tab in the other side, and then you have your constructed cage or greenhouse or whatever else it is. You could even make it into a gypsy carriage or something like that, couldn't you? Thinking about one of those little gypsy caravans. So that's what it ends up looking like, and the file is linked down below. It's nice and easy to do, it's not a complicated cut, and it's quite impressive. Now when it comes to folding it for going into a card, it goes like that. This goes to one side of the centre line, and then you flip it around and that side gets put onto the other side. These little tabs go through slits. I have included a template. I'm not sure if this is the right one for this one. I've got so many of these lying around at the moment. And you draw lines in these gaps here, and then you just cut them into slits in the card base. These slot through, you glue them on the other side, and they are done. Now there is another version in the file which has a little ball on the top here, And this extended piece, if you have an extended piece, you can make it a little bit longer, can slot into the ball so that it will hold it in place. Because sometimes with a card that's creased, you know, it can spring out. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem with this design. With the other design that I did where it's much more pointed on the top, it was an issue, so I eventually did the little ball solution on the top of it there. But if you take a look at the file, it'll become obvious as to what I've done. So there we go, a little design, could be a bird cage or something like that, couldn't it? A bit of fun, decorate it with lots of flowers or butterflies and things like that, or use it to represent a greenhouse with lots of potted plants, table in there maybe. And yeah, you can enjoy yourself playing, but it's not a difficult one to do. And as pop-ups go, it does look quite impressive when it's done. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you've liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching.